Hi, so there's some heavy disturbing of sound. I'm trying to, if I put the sound on for viewing the eclipse. So I just want to say that I don't know who again. Yeah, my living situation, my economic situation is, yeah, it's blatantly hacked. I, could only, express my sincere emotions, my sincere responses to the um, it's stimuli. I'm repeating his speech now, so stop. I want to say, please, um, someone, a representative from, I don't know, the street, or I don't know, someone to talk with me about how to halt all the hacking of the electronic appliances, because I insist that my son with me should have a different residence, a different address, even if we're a little prefabricated home uh, at the outskirts of some town. He doesn't want to go to Mexico, so I don't know about um here. I had got to talk to, I don't know who. Had we just could purchase um a tiny home and just put anywhere. Could that solve the problem? Is as if um that is the way I could comprehend the, maybe if if we did that, that could lessen some of the hacking. Because is the hacking happening? Why is the hacking happening? I don't know. It makes me imagine that I might be the last human being who cannot think alongside others. Um, so I don't know. Am I the last human being that can't think alongside others? Is that why all the hacking is happening? I, I must please have um some audience with who, I don't know, who could make a peace treaty so that my life could be the way my life was before they decided to not have peace with me. You know, the appliances before, maybe they were made without those voice transmitters, or maybe they were always there, but they weren't utilized. They weren't utilized in such a negative stimuli, um, manner. Um, yeah, and at some point in my life, the sounds from the refrigerator actually like lulled me to sleep. Um, and then yeah, most recently, I called the companies themselves, Amazon. I called to say that there should be at least a writing on the outside of their product that says this refrigerator or this fan or this um, well, those are the only two items, um, contains a voice transmitter. So it won't be such um, um, a situation that the purchaser cannot control. So I could choose to refrain from purchasing the product. If they tell me that it has a voice transmitter, I'll say I don't want to purchase the voice transmitter, only the appliance. So I don't know whose lawsuit that is, but this is how I respond to the bad association. the others are making with me that way. I just, I think about fleeing. Yeah, I think about living somewhere else, about where could I live that doesn't happen. I don't know why something so simple has become the most impossible. 43 years old, never I've never had my space that I could call my home space to do whatever I want in my home space. So it's extremely sad, extremely cruel, extremely harsh, unusual punishment that I don't know how to get out of, because I seemingly am willingly in this situation simply due to the fact that whatever nourishes my son to the extent that he's okay is what binds us to this territory, to this house, to this neighborhood. And so I don't have the information necessary to escape the life I'm living. To, yeah, just, as I've explained before, I tried to get that for myself before he was born, but I was lulled enough to remain until the pregnancy happened, and then I've been lulled enough to be entertained with a mental illness. So it became as like my mission in life to figure in what that is, because, well, what is that? So now that I comprehend, that's my brain being different. That's all those explanations I've given here previously. Now that I comprehend, um, I I don't know why um there's seemingly no way to convince my son that us leaving together to make our own housing somewhere, to select what people live around us, because I feel as if me being here with a different brain has drawn people to move in and out of all the houses around, except for some that have stayed permanently in those houses all these 30 years. And um, in a way um, that's a little bit what I comprehend has happened here. So uh, since they became angry towards me in 2011, late 2011, especially in 2012, I imagined if they were people, if I were to put myself somewhere like the desert or a beach, and I put a tiny room there for myself, like, who would actually go out of their way from city area, from neighborhood area to blatantly be there, facing me or saying something to me or demanding something from me. um so that's when they would have the schizophrenic episodes. That's when my first reaction was, if they're a crowd, that could be the solution, because there would be a way to make peace again. Because someone doesn't say specifically what makes the peace happen. I'm always guessing. Like, I'm guessing, well, what is the cause of the hate? I'm guessing what the peace is. So I'm very alone in the hate that I experience, because the hate that I experience is not explicitly declarative as to the motive or the reason for the hate. So much I have, in words, exerted my own response to the negativity that has diminished to this extent without yet any plain public declaration that states, this is what we hold against you, this is how we could make peace again. So without those two very basic principles in conflict resolution, through what words have channeled through me, we've accomplished this much friendliness since the onset of the anger. in late 2011. So that's what's on my mind. With rhythm or not, singing here or there. I've been the past couple of months. Someone thinks if you keep on having a optimist attitude, someone will at some point become a messenger of peace offering, some treaty for the solution to happen quick. I've been about some ASAP solution for 16 years now. I don't I really just wish that my brain were different. I just really wish my brain were different so all of this wouldn't have happened. And that is like wishing that I didn't exist, because I'm a different kind. I'm a different species of man, woman, and I cannot escape facing the contemplation that I'm alone. Like as if the last one of a species, truly. Because they claim survival of the fittest, so they like annihilated a species of man from and women from the planet. um because what they had let us be alive for in the past, or kept on breeding us with our lacked with the lacking intellect, was to do stuff that now like robots could do. um was mostly to toil the land and to build stuff, and so now it's like not necessary to have this many. And so that's why my life is this way, because society's been entertaining themselves with the drama of our total annihilation for the past 2026 years. um I don't know how to teach myself history that I feel as a response to the way that I experience association with everybody. Mm. See you around. Please help me get different housing for me with my son, please. I don't know who to talk to about this. I tried going to a lawyer yesterday, and I was trying to use my mom's lawyer time. And then they said, no, you don't got to do that. And she doesn't have to turn in her documents to anybody. You just go here, talk with us on Thursday. I could go myself. So thank you, people there at the community center, for making yourselves available to have a friendly contact with me. Hopefully sometime tomorrow I'll be there.